Oh, this? It's my diploma. Why haven't I hung it up? Well, it's just a piece of paper to me. That, and I have to fix any holes I put in my apartment walls, and I'm really lazy and I don't want to do that. Hi guys, my name is Mark, and I'm a small YouTuber, and I'm also a software engineer in the automotive industry. Today I'm going to give you my 2 cents on why you should go to a community college before going to a 4-year university. If you do decide to go to the community college before going to the 4-year university, make sure you do your homework, talk to advisors so you can figure out what degrees transfer and to where. I know that some degrees aren't available at community colleges. I'm not here to argue about that. My specific argument is that if you can, you should go to a community college before transferring that degree, that associate's degree, to a 4-year university. I have some disclaimers to make, but click at this time to skip past that. So this does not apply if you're not going to college at all. I'm not saying that I believe every human being should be going to college. This video is for those that are going to college and are wondering if they should go to a community college before going to a 4-year university. There are some things that will just throw my argument out the window, and all of those pretty much involve money. And I'm not saying this because I think 4-year universities provide a higher quality education than community colleges. I'm saying this because I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money if you have it. So do I think 4-year universities offer a higher quality education than community colleges? Not really. Sure, the college experience at a community college isn't the same as the one you get from a 4-year university, but with COVID, even that's not the same anymore. So if these next 2 points describe you, I would personally not go to a community college, and I'm not here to change your mind on that. I think you should go to the school where you as an individual will pay the least amount of money. So if you get scholarships for a 4-year university and you'd end up paying less money there than you would at a community college, then you're probably better off going to that one. If for some reason someone like mom and dad will pay for your 4-year university but won't pay for your community college, then you should probably go to the 4-year university. So basically, if in your situation it is cheaper to go to a 4-year university than a community college, you should probably go to the university. The second point is, if money is not a problem and if you got accepted into like your dream university, then there's no reason you shouldn't go. So now that those disclaimers are out of the way, we can finally talk about why you should go to a community college. So the first reason you should go to a community college before going to a 4-year university is money. If you want to keep your student loan debt as low as possible, you should go to the community college first. The cost of going to community college is significantly cheaper than a 4-year university. If there's a community college local to you in your hometown and you can live with your parents while you go there, you can save even more money. On average, a year of tuition at a public community college is just under $5,000. A year of tuition at a public 4-year university is just over $10,000. That's not including living expenses, and dorms can be pretty expensive, especially if you consider the piece of they are. If you do some quick math, 2 years at a community college followed by 2 years at a 4-year university comes out to about $30,000. 4 years at a 4-year university is about $40,000. So not including living expenses, that's a $10,000 difference. That's like 6 MacBook Pros. And remember, that math does not include the piece of dorms that you'll be overpaying for. The second reason I believe you should go to community college before going to a 4-year university is that the quality of the education is the same. Because community college is generally easier to get into and cheaper than a 4-year university, people think the quality of education is worse. There seems to be a stigma that community college isn't real college, and that's going away a bit, and I'm hoping to speed that process up with this video and my story. Community college doesn't have all the bells and whistles a 4-year university has, and that's a big reason why it's significantly cheaper. Sure, you may not get the same college experience, but you'll be rewarded with the not buried in student loans experience. And with COVID, you may not have a typical college experience anyway. Even if there is a difference in the quality of the education, there's always a ton of resources online that you can find. This third point is more for those that didn't do so well in high school. Generally, the admission requirements to get into a community college are lower than those of a 4-year university, especially for the well-known universities. This isn't always the case, but most of the time it is. 4-year universities often require ACT or SAT scores. You have to write letters about stuff, you have to get letters of recommendation, and other requirements. A lot of community colleges have what's called open enrollment, which pretty much means all you need is to have graduated high school or a GED to attend. Keep in mind, some may have some sort of placement test. So community college isn't just for those that didn't do well in high school, but if you didn't do well in high school, it can be a fresh start. The fourth point I'm going to make is that community college classes are smaller in size. That means you can get more one-on-one time with professors if you need it. Personally, I didn't meet one-on-one with many professors, but it's a good option to have. So this next point is a big I don't do a lot of talking, so these videos really push me because I don't talk this much, and it gets weird. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's a lot of cuts, there's a lot of edits. That's because I mess up a lot. I'm still working on that, and as the video gets longer, as I progress through the video, it's more difficult to talk. So yeah, sorry. This next point is a big part of why I was able to graduate with a 3.79 GPA with my Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering degree, and I'm going to refer to it as the GPA Hack. I transferred an Associate of Science degree from my community college to the university I attended, so the whole degree transferred, but the GPA did not. This was good for me because for my Associate of Science degree I had a 3.49 GPA. It was still a decent GPA, and this hack works even better if your GPA was lower. This allowed me to have a fresh start with a 4.0 GPA going into my junior year at the university I attended. There is a potential downside to this when you start getting into the higher GPAs. For me, it seemed like A's didn't do anything to boost my GPA and B's just killed it. I had about 4 or 5 B's and like 20 A's, and I felt like the B's really hurt my GPA while the A's did nothing to it. So there you have it, and not to be cliche, but your college experience really is what you make of it. At the end of the day, you end up with the same piece of paper, and the fact that you went to a community college for your associate degree won't hurt your chances of getting the job you want. It could possibly even be a common point between you and a recruiter. The chances of you getting the job you want has more to do with what you do at the school you do attend, what you do outside of school, and how well you do on your interviews. So last disclaimer, I didn't attend community college after high school, but I did attend community college, and if you want to learn more about my story, make sure you click either here or here for that video. I'll also link it at the end of the video if you're interested. It's my most watched video so far, and I don't know, it's not that long. I think it's pretty cool. So if you have any questions or comments, I would really like to see them in the comments below. Also, please smash the like button if you think this video deserves it. Subscribe for more videos like this. It would really help me out, and I'd appreciate that a lot. Thanks for watching.